Hey guys, it's Carlos EDC with a review of the Kizer Dukes. This is the full-size titanium handle version. Per usual, we're going to start with some measurements, some size comparisons. Then we're going to go into the positives, the negatives, and my conclusion. Cutting edge is about 3.25 inches. The size of the blade is about 3.5, but you lose a little bit of cutting edge because of the sharpening choyo / finger choyo. Overall length is 8.5 inches, which is a pretty large knife. Here we go, and we'll have some size comparisons. So this is the PM2. So as you can see, it's not much larger than the PM2, but you gain 1/4 inch of cutting length. This is the beautiful Protec Sprint 2-inch cutting blade. I love that knife, by the way. An Opinel. So this is an Opinel number 8. So it's 8 inches overall. This is 8.5. So you can see the size difference. In the positives, it's made by Kizer, and it's made very, very well by Kizer. The blade is centered perfectly. The handles are made very well. They're contoured. They're milled out so it looks like a stone. Everything on this knife is done very well from Kizer. It's got jimping on the flipper tab, which allows you to not misfire the knife at any given time. The action is not like a showpiece action, but it works. It's gonna deploy every time. It's got a solid deployment. The deployment isn't weak or strong. It's just very balanced, I would say. And another positive is the grind of the knife is a hollow grind. So meaning hollowed out. A flat grind would give you a flat line, which looks kind of like this. There's just two flat lines, but a hollow grind would give you a little bit of a curve inside. So you can use thicker stock and remain very thin behind the edge, which is really nice. This particular knife has a hollow grind, which makes it slice pretty good, even though it's pretty thick stock. So if you compare it with the PM2, it's about the same, but given the grind, it slices very well. It slices just as well as the PM2, I would say. The PM2, it's ground very aggressively. This one has more material because of the hollow, which makes it, in my opinion, a bit of a stronger grind. That's my opinion, though. The blade shape is also very good. It's got some belly. It's got a little bit of recurve, which I would almost consider a flat, and it's got the point. It makes it great to open boxes. It makes it great to slice those boxes down when you're done, and then it's a great for sharpening pencils because of that flat down here. Again, it's a Kizer, so it has all the modern adaptations. It's got ball bearings. It's got an insert. It's got an over travel stop, so you don't over travel the frame lock there. It's not gonna be a finger guillotine, which is a good thing if you're at work. You don't want to not be able to trust your knife. It's got a 3D milled pocket clip, and aesthetically speaking, it grew on me. So I know when you see it, it's not the best looking knife, but after a while, it really grows on you. The ergos on this particular knife is great, and particular knife, I mean like the full-size Dukes. There's a Vanguard version of the Dukes, and there's a G10 version as well somewhere out there. I don't know about that, but this full size just fits beautifully. It's got a spot for your index finger. It doesn't tell you where to put the other 3 fingers. Thick enough that your whole hand fits in there, and it's got a curve for this part of your hand here. Just beautiful in the hand. There's no jimping back here. It's just flat, which allows you to put your thumb whatever you want it. Also, you can choke up on it, and it's still pretty ergonomic. The finger choyo is a little bit small. I'm gonna send this thing out to another reviewer, but once I get it back, I'm gonna make that finger choyo a little bit bigger because spoilers, this is a keeper. Aesthetically speaking, again, it's really nice. Not a whole lot of writing behind the edge. It has a stonewash finish. It just says Kizer S35VN. It's got the serial number, and then it's got Cucchiara, which is the designer of this knife. In the pocket, this thing takes up quite a bit of space. Given the large nature of the knife, and it does have a flipper tab, but it's got a little bit of a curve so you can get to your wallet right away. The way I carry my EDC is left pocket, I have my phone, my headphones, and a pen, and on my right pocket I'll have my knife and a wallet. That's it. And this thing, it works okay. It's not the best. This is probably the best because it's so tiny, and this is good. but this is good too. It's not that big of a deal. It's not really poking at my stuff. I usually carry really nice wallets, full shell cordovan, etc. This isn't full shell cordovan, but it's a nice wallet. In the negatives, I know I get dramatic with in the negatives, but you know, I want people to know the distinction in the review, positives and negatives. So in the negatives, this might be legal in your, like, where you live. Like, I understand my bias. I'm in Arizona, so not a lot of knives are illegal here. You can pretty much carry anything you want in Arizona, but some places it may not be legal. Another negative of this knife would be the kind of this titanium finish. To me is not, it's growing on me, but it's still not there. Like, I would prefer something cleaner or fancier. This is just, I don't know, not my thing. There's no scales for it because it's just titanium. Another negative is the pocket clip is not the nicest looking thing. Again, like in my last review, not every knife needs to have a deep pocket carry. So this is about as much as sticks out of your pocket. It's not a big deal. It's just, to me, it's not aesthetically pleasing. It's got like that random screw there. It's just not nice in my opinion. And the retention is good on it though. So it's not a huge negative. Another negative would be the recurve on this thing. I don't particularly know how to sharpen a recurve. I know that is my downfall, not recurve's downfall. I'm gonna keep it, and I'm probably gonna try and just sharpen it with my Lansky. It may or may not work. It's just that the recurve is something I'm not accustomed to. Like continuous curves like the PM2 and the Protec Sprint, and this is more of a complicated curve, so we'll see how that goes as a long-term knife. In conclusion, there's not a whole lot to complain about this knife. It is a great user, it is a great worker. You can fidget with it, you can keep it in your pocket, you can collect it, take photos of it. It's not, I wouldn't call it the full enchilada because of the things, like it's not the pocket, the finish is not my thing, and if it needs a little bit better action, I would say. I have a Kizer Guru with a better action by far. I don't know if it's a breaking thing. I'm not the first or second owner of this knife, so I don't know that it's a breaking in thing. But that's the conclusion. I like it enough that I'm going to keep it for a while, and I want other reviewers to check it out. But I don't like it enough to call it the full enchilada like I would call the PM2 or the Protec Sprint. But it's good. It's nice. It's a solid tool. I recommend it. If you see one on the used market or something and you like the price, just pick one up. Hey, cállate, güey.